Well, a Charlotte cyclist was hit and killed earlier this month. A heartbreaking loss that highlights the dangers many pedestrians and cyclists face every day.
The cyclist Bill Yoder was also the father of a team member at a local nonprofit that's working to make our city streets safer. They're pushing for better sidewalks, bike lanes, and reliable transit options for everyone.
The crash happened near East Woodlawn and Park Road. That is where we find WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre with more on the call to action.
This is the intersection where Bill Yoder, a father, cyclist, and beloved member of the community, lost his life doing what he loved. Sustain Charlotte says he is one of nearly 30 people who lost their lives in pedestrian-related crashes so far this year. The organization is pushing for safer streets and urgent change.
Many people are hit and killed while walking and riding bicycles in Charlotte every year. The numbers aren't decreasing as we would hope to have seen. And yet when it's the parent of one of our team members, it really hits close to home.
73-year-old Bill Yoder is the father of a team member with Sustain Charlotte, a nonprofit that advocates for safer streets. He was riding his bike when he was hit by a semi-truck earlier this month near East Woodlawn and Park Roads.
Very adventurous person, and he moved closer to Park Road, ironically enough, to be able to maintain his independence, to ride a bicycle for transportation, and very tragically lost his life doing that. He leaves behind an incredible legacy.
The intersection is busy, fast-moving, and not always friendly for pedestrians and cyclists.
You definitely have to take your time, like when you're coming across the light, and you have to be aware of the pedestrians walking, especially the crosswalk as well as the cyclists.
It can just be a little scary walking along the side of the road with those faster moving cars. Yeah, I would just say wider sidewalks, just more accessible for people who are walking.
In just the first 4 months of 2025, the organization says there have been more than 14,000 car crashes in Charlotte, and in nearly 70 cases, someone was seriously hurt or killed. Sustain Charlotte says the city has made progress, but more work needs to be done. Adding low-cost interventions can go a long way to save lives.
Something called paint and post. So you think about the way that we do some protected bike lanes. It's a line of paint, but then there's also a flexible vertical barrier that provides separation between people in cars and people on bikes.
The group is calling for stronger enforcement of traffic laws and a culture shift behind the wheel.
I think one of the most important ways to honor Bill's memory is by standing up for the victims of traffic crashes and not letting their lives become a statistic.
Jesse Pierre, WCNC Charlotte.